Truth by Hector Macdonald. Read by Simon Ludders. Hector Macdonald is an expert in business storytelling. As a strategic communications consultant, he has advised the leaders of some of the world's top corporations in industries as diverse as financial services, telecoms, technology, and healthcare. He is also the best-selling author of 4 novels. www.hectormacdonald.com. Preface. This book looks forward to a backlash. Written during an epidemic of fake news and alternative facts, it anticipates a revival of public concern for the truth and a widespread insistence that politicians, business leaders, campaigners, and other professional communicators be held accountable for the veracity of their words. I have confidence that we value truth enough to fight for it. But truth is not as straightforward as it seems. There are different ways to speak truth, not all of them honest. On most issues, there are multiple truths we can choose to communicate. Our choice of truth will influence how those around us perceive an issue and react to it. We can select truths that engage people and inspire action, or we can deploy truths that deliberately mislead. Truth comes in many forms, and experienced communicators can exploit its variability to shape our impression of reality. This is a book about truth, not lies, although much of it is concerned with how truth can be used just like lies. The same instincts, pressures, and incentives that lead communicators to say things that aren't true also lead them to use truth in a highly misleading way. By showing how it is done, I hope to encourage more people to spot and call out misleading truths. Different forms of truth can be used in a more constructive way, to unite, inspire, and transform. Selecting the right truth can bring a company together, give courage to an army, speed the development of a new technology, rally supporters of a political party, and galvanize the energy, creativity, and enthusiasm of whole organizations. Leaders need to understand their communications options and know how to pick and present the most engaging truths. This book is for anyone who wants to communicate truthfully, but understands that they have a choice of truths to use. It's for anyone tired of being led up the garden path by politicians, marketers, and PR officers using technically truthful constructions. Which truth will be most effective in making your point? Which truth will inspire your organization? Which truth is the most ethical? What truths might others use to persuade us to act against our own interests? How can we challenge misleading truths? Truth should help answer these questions. A book about truth is an easy target for accusations of inaccuracy or falsehood. In the many stories and topics covered, I have tried hard to get the facts right, but inevitably there will be errors. I welcome corrections from sharp-eyed readers or from those who know more than I do about the issues discussed. Your feedback now will save my blushes in later editions. I would also like to hear about interesting, sly, outrageous, and transformative truths you've encountered in the news, in your organization, or in life. Please send me your corrections and suggestions via hectormacdonald.com/truth. London, October 2017. Introduction. When truths collide. There is no worse lie than the truth misunderstood by those who hear it. William James, The Value of Saintliness. The Andean Dilemma. For vegetarians and celiacs, the discovery of quinoa was a kind of miracle. Here was a gluten-free seed, rich in magnesium and iron, that contained more protein than any grain, including all the essential amino acids our bodies cannot produce for themselves. NASA declared quinoa to be one of the most perfectly balanced nutrients on Earth, and considered it ideal for astronauts. Quinoa tastes great, has a satisfying, bouncy texture, and is one of the healthiest foodstuffs going, raved Yotam Ottolenghi in 2007. Grown in the Andes, quinoa had a story that charmed Western consumers. The Incas prized the seed so highly they deemed it sacred, and named it the mother of all grains. Their emperor would sow the first seeds of the season with tools made of gold. The so-called superfood
Sample complete. Ready to continue?